guests here in the studio, and lots of excitement is building because we are talking children in need. There is so much going on in the county for children in need, including what John, Ewan, and Martin are going to be doing. We are going to welcome the gentlemen in just a moment. But are you doing something for children in need right here in Pembrokeshire? I know that yesterday there was a big bake sale in Haverfordwest High, raising lots of money for the Fabulous Children in Need charity. Now then, Tom, who have we got in the studio and why are they here?
Well, yes, a big bore down and croeso cynnes to we've got John, we've got Ewan, we've got Martin, and you might recognise some of this motley crew because I went out and met them, you know, just to cover a nice story. That's all it was. It was just covering a nice story. Celtic Timber, John, the brainchild of all this, has come up with an idea to raise money for children in need, and I was like, this is beautiful. It's a company, a Pembrokeshire local company doing something nice, bringing in Ewan from Planet, Martin from Oggy, and I was like, you know what? This is a nice thing. Let's go out there and let's support this. And John, what happened?
Well, the idea for us was just to get into some of our oak barrels that we do for ice baths and we do for water butts and things like that. So we'd all just row up in some of those and just have a little friendly pour of gunge over each of our heads as we hit different fundraising targets. So that was fun. And then we managed to rope young Tom in as well. So he thought he could get away with not getting it, but not a chance.
I was so close. You know when you get swept up in the moment and you think, you know what, I'm here and I'm nice and colourful. You were even more colourful because there was some fantastic colours. There was it green, orange, pink and blue.
Yes.
And one thing that I didn't anticipate was, well, what temperature water were they mixed in, Ewan, eventually?
Well, eventually we got to a nice warm, kind of comfortable, like tepid bath, let's call it that. And that allowed the consistency to be very kind of enveloping, I think is the word.
There are some cracking pictures, particularly of you, Martin, of it just slowly moving down your face. Why did you sign up to this, Martin?
I didn't. I thought it was going to be a cake sale.
Founded fancy.
Again, Ewan and John stitched me up like a cooper. No, we did a really good job, and it was going to be fun at all times. So, you know, when the coverage came in from you guys and Tim, who did the photos, it was brilliant. It was such a great day.
And you actually stitched up one of your colleagues as well, didn't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Louise, if you're listening, you'll have to find a way of getting Martin back. She was only there to take pictures, a bit like myself. And then I made that foolish thing of getting swept up and thinking, I tell you what, if we make £10, knowing that we're coming to the end, then I'll get gunged as well. And one of your colleagues, John, happened to have a crisp £10 note in his pocket. Didn't stand a chance. But of course, that was 20 minutes after this lovely warm consistency that enveloped through. And I sat down in front of you and had 4 buckets thrown in my face of cold slime by the time I got there.
Lumpy slime.
And it was literally the dregs out of all our barrels as well. So it was kind of, I think someone had got a little bit nervous. And it wasn't quite as we thought.
It was warmer.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I thought you were helping me out.
So all this gunging, right? How much has it managed to raise so far?
So we're up to £1,050 after an original target of
So you know what,
500.
that's worth one of these.
It is worth one of those.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on, a bit more enthusiasm.
But it's not going to end there, is it? You are here back to raise even more money for children in need. Tell us what you have got, what you got on your lap, actually.
Well, thanks to lovely Gareth Davis of the Scarlets. He has kindly donated this signed Scarlet shirt with pretty much all the names that I can make out. And we're really hoping that it'll take us to triple our target of £500. It takes up to 1,500. So we're going to be auctioning this off in the next couple of days. So keep an eye out on our Celtic Timber social channels and also Pure West Radio. And highest bidder will get this very perfect, ideal Christmas present, I think.
Yeah, that's amazing. And so this is from Gareth Davis. And just to reiterate that, so your current total is £1,050.
Yeah.
But your original your original target was
500.
500.
So we doubled it, and we want to triple it. So
That's amazing. Like the generosity of people connected with Pembrokeshire and people around the county really getting behind what you're trying to do and getting behind children in need. That's heartwarming, isn't it?
it really is. Yeah, I mean, I thought 500 was a bit much to start with. To be honest, I was panicking. We might raise like £30, and we'd be there just lining up with buckets of gunge, waiting to do something. But no, luckily, everyone has very kindly donated. We're lucky to have such a great community around us that's really supporting this cause. So, couldn't have thanked.
Or there's a lot of people who hate the three of us and just want
Probably more likely, to be honest. Yeah.
It must be said, you're miles above us on that, mate.
half your family were like, oh yeah, spare Mart.
But Martin, you're quite persuasive. I think this is fair to say. And some of that fundraising effort, it takes the idea. John, this was your brainchild. I think borrowed and elaborated on from an idea from Iwan from a couple of months ago. And you're like, what can I do next? And then Martin came on board. And there's a WhatsApp group where Martin, you take us through your fundraising technique.
Well, I had this little idea that I would WhatsApp literally everybody in my contact group. And I forgot that, I had professional contacts on there. There may have been some professional people. And everybody had at least 3 or 4 WhatsApps, I think. Pay to get out of this group was the end one.
I do love that. That's what happened with the group in the end. It's like, I've paid my donation, can I leave now? But it's great, isn't it? And it's thanks to those efforts and thanks to the links that you've made in the community that people are putting £1 in, £2 in, whatever people can spare. You're not asking for a lot. No. You're just asking for that little acknowledgement, if people are in a position to do so, to help children in need around the UK and here in Pembrokeshire as well. There's a few projects going on. And you want to triple that target. Yep. And where can people find this jersey if they're interested?
Well, we'll post some further information once we decide what exactly we're going to be doing with it. So I think the idea at the moment is to have an eBay listing, which we'll be posting on our Facebook page and ask you to share it or post it yourselves. And then the highest bidder within a couple of days gets it. So very one-of-a-kind, beautiful.
And I think as well, as John said, it's only for a couple of days. So we need people not to think, oh, I'll go in next week. Yeah. Once it goes live, please do it now, because it's for a really good cause. Because as we know, like you said, Tom, children need... people are having, tough times at the minute, but as we know, on a serious level, Pembrokeshire is the highest child poverty rate in all of Wales, which is scandalous in the current kind of climate. We're a really affluent county in many respects, but we've got this huge deficit of poverty. And the money we're raising by doing something really stupid, but for an amazing cause, that money will go to those amazing groups across Pembrokeshire who will be supporting those kind of young people and their families in terms of just keeping them warm and safe over, the next kind of couple of months. So any donations, as you say, from £1 to £10, whatever people can afford, would be really appreciated. Yeah. And, we did kind of say when we hit 900 and something last week, if anyone would give like £10, Matt would take another pie. If he had £20, he'd take 2 pies for £30, 3, and so on and so on. And the thing is, now obviously we've hit 1,000, so there's about 10 custard pies headed his way later today.
I can't wait. Looking forward to the pictures of that one. Yeah. And a very good point there. There is a very serious message behind the fun, and of course, Children in Need evening is taking place on Friday. Yeah. There's going to be lots of fun. There's going to be lots of music, lots of entertainment, but the cause and the underlying reason for it is something that's very real, particularly here in Pembrokeshire. Yeah. So I just want to say thank you to all 3 of you for coming up with the idea, going along with it, making it bigger and better. And we're going to do, I know that we've still got the auction to go, but what are you going to do next year?
It'll be bigger and better. There'll be tanks involved.
Military tanks as well.
Yeah. So Gina, if you fancy, joining us and be part of the crew, you're very welcome.
Oh, whatever date it is, I'm busy.
Oh, my link's gone, she said.
I'll have to start apologising now for all my friends and family for the WhatsApp links and spam coming up.
Yeah, the injunctions will have stopped by then, won't they?
But everybody will want to get behind this. It's for such a great cause, and people will. And like you say, you're not asking for lots and lots of money from each individual. It can be that 50p, that pound, whatever people can afford, and it all just comes together in that big pot. But what I'm going to say, gents, is if we need that sort of extra 20, 30, 40 quid just to round it up, get the gunge on standby, because I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're all used to it now.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for coming into the studio and joining us today. John, hold it back up as I put the next song on so people know exactly what they're bidding for. It's a signed Scarlets jersey, courtesy of Gareth Davis and pretty much the entire team. So get involved. We'll be sharing the links, and Celtic Tim will be sharing the links as well, all for a great cause. Thank you to each and every one of you.
Thank you both for all the support as well.
You're more than welcome. We have got Friends, Marshmallow and Anne-Marie on the way for you. It's 9:53 here on Pure West Radio.
Enemy ahead. Fire.
Where? I can't see them.
Right there. Fire. Oh man, you missed again.